If you're looking for a great place to buy your toys, Godzilla has a great range of figures, including your favorite ones from Hiya toys like Godzilla, King Ghidorah, the female Muto. Get 6% off in all your purchases with my discount code. Use RubiGamingx to get all your favorite figures much cheaper than anywhere else with fast shipping. Link in the description down below. This also means you don't have to wait for those long releases from the US. You can get everything much faster and exactly the same time that Hiya Toys releases their figures from their end. So what are you waiting for? Use the link in the description, apply the code to get everything much cheaper. It's highly recommended. Thank you for watching the video. Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new video and review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Exquisite Godzilla King of the Monsters Burning Godzilla action figure from Hiya Toys. Now this is a sponsored video as you saw in the beginning, so go check them out and don't forget to use my code in the description as shown in the video to get a discount for every single figure. Now on to the review. Starting from the top area, this figure is rocking the new rework articulation neck section for this figure and the upcoming 2019 and 2021 versions for Godzilla. This happened because of the previous figure. It has some issues with the neck, so that is very good to see that this indeed has the updated version with that neck and also the head sculpture. Compared to the previous one, you can see there's more details throughout his nose area, the eyes, the head section, the top area just looks very detailed. Very impressive sculpture overall, and obviously the new segment, it's much better. You don't have that nasty gap that you previously had with the 2021 version. Now, something that I did notice, this top area is super soft. It's made of a like rubber type of soft material compared to the dorsal plates that go beyond, as you see right here. They are more hard than this section right here, which is very soft, so be careful with that. But overall, the articulation, you guys can see, is much better compared to the previous one. The mouth opens. Also, the mouth has been reworked compared to the other one, so you no longer have that very nasty circle that you used to have in the previous one as well. So that's gone. Overall, the 2019 and the 2021 are getting reworked and updated versions with the neck, head section, mouth section. So overall, it's looking a lot better from what I can tell compared to the previous one. I do like this a lot better. How far can this figure actually look up compared to the previous 2021? Well, it just depends how you organize the sections on the neck. As you can see, it seems like it has pretty good articulation to look up to do the atomic breath or anything. How far can it look down? This is how much. Side to side movement. Again, you do have to organize these sections. That way you don't have like those gaps that you see. But overall, it just seems to be a lot better. Not perfect, as you see, because of the soft rubber section right here. You still get some gaps in between the figure still. But that doesn't mean you can't fix it with a simple little twist here and there. It just gets the job done overall. Moving downwards to the arm articulation, this is what we have so far. Pretty good range of articulation. It's stiff because the figure is brand new and the paint job is very fresh. So you do have your typical articulation, nothing impressive, and I would have liked if they could have improved just a little bit better on this section, but overall it's the same as the previous 2019 to 2021 version. It gets the job done, nothing too complicated. The hands can open, so there you go. You can move them in a circular motion, side to side. Nothing crazy, it gets the job done overall. Now moving to the leg section. When it comes to articulation, you do have your basic movement. The legs can open, they can close. This section can move side to side. It can kind of bend. It can kind of go inwards to have that articulation and motion for certain poses. And they do open. As you guys can see, they close and they open this far apart. So pretty good articulation. They do spin around 360 degrees. And from what I can tell, overall, this material just feels a little bit more rubberish compared to the 2021 version that I have. It could be, again, like it's fresh, I'm not sure. But from what I can just tell from experience, it just feels a little bit different. I'm sure it's made out of a different material, but let me know in the comment section how you feel about it. Of course, we have the final part, which is the tail, which is very articulated. And you guys can see how far it can articulate. So very good motion. Again, if you do have a stiff articulated tail, what I do recommend you is to put your figure on hot water for a few seconds, or you can use the blow dryer as usual. Just don't overdo it, otherwise you can end up with a tail that pops off. But fantastic articulation, I gotta say that. It just gets the job done for any pose that you want with this figure. It has a lot of articulation. You guys can see how the figure can do different like swimming poses. So let me test how far before it just bends. That's incredible. I gotta say, this is very, very impressive articulation. Does it stay? Yes, it does stay. And of course, you do have some gaps, but nothing crazy. I would almost say it's a little bit better than Monster Arts, because Monster Arts in certain angles, if you tried to pose it, it would just not work. But again, this material just feels a little bit softer compared to the Monster Arts and compared to the original 2021 version. So there you go, very good articulation overall. This figure is an upgrade. If you're looking for a perfect burning Godzilla with a bigger size, this would be the one for you. Now, how do I feel personally about this figure? Now, my final thoughts with the goods and the negatives. If you're someone looking for a perfect burning Godzilla, this would be the one for you. It has a bigger size, it has a okay paint job, and it has a good amount of articulation. Now, the negative things about this figure, if you look at the dorsal plates, right? It has a matte finish, but some areas have a little bit of that shine. It just appears like the paint job is messy from my opinion. That's why I said the paint job was okay. It's not perfect, it's not great. Personally, in person, I think it looks very, very messy. Comparing this to the promotional images that we got, and even from the cover image, it looks a lot better. In person, it's a little bit messy. As you guys can tell right here on the leg section, it has that black, finish with the orange. There's no yellow. There's nothing that really looks like it's lava. If anything, the orange is very dark. It's not very vibrant. It's not giving you the aesthetic look that this is burning. In some areas it does, but it's not perfect, okay? For example, this side of the face looks great, okay? Nothing wrong with it. It looks very, very nice. But then you switch it around and you have a paint job issue on the other side. This area right here has too much yellow. It looks messy compared to the other side. This one just looks a lot better. You guys can see on the camera, this side just looks really great. And then you switch it around and it's messy with a yellow spot. Now, how would I like the paint job to be? Just look at this top area. The top area of the head has a very nice paint job. You can definitely tell it's like lava, it's glowing. But then this section is just messy. They could have done a better job. And then you get to this section on the neck and it has a completely different paint job. To me, it appears like the head, neck, and body section are rocking completely different paint jobs. The overall thought is it's supposed to match smoothly. It's supposed to have a smooth transition between the paint job, and that's not what's happening here with this figure. The head has a different color, the neck has another one, the body is completely different, so it doesn't look natural. And even for this area, you see it has yellow and then it just breaks onto the black section and then to that lava type of look, so it doesn't look overall natural. Now to the dorsal plates, this is what I meant. It has that matte finish, but then somebody did a oopsie right here. There's that shine paint job and that's not supposed to be there. Somebody forgot to do it. Again, it's just like a little gripe, but I'm telling you guys the goods and the negatives so that way you have an idea of what you're getting. Now on this section of the body, it looks really nice. Very, very good. On the dorsal plates, you have that orange combining with that yellow to give it that glow look. Now on the body, you have that very awesome texture. I love what I'm seeing right here. But downwards, this is where the problem starts. As I mentioned, it looks very messy. I definitely feel like they could have done a better job with the paint job. They could have had yellow, orange, red, and black. We only see a combination of black and orange. No yellow, no red on the body. And that would have just helped the figure pop out even more to show that it's actually burning. That's happening throughout the whole body. There's really no signs of yellow or red to be found. It's only two solid colors, black and orange. Again, it's not a big gripe, but if you're somebody looking for a perfect paint job on this, lower your expectations, okay? Now when you get to this section, it does look a little bit better. You have a little bit of hints of red, black, and orange. It really looks like it's burning, it's crispy. And even here, you guys can see like it has that red finish. It's almost like they completely forgot to finish what they started. So yeah, the paint job could have been a lot better, even on the dorsal plates. This figure might not be perfect with the paint job. It does have better upgrades. You have the upgraded neck, the head, the mouth. So overall, it's a better figure than your previous one. If you're looking for something that's perfect, if you're looking for that perfect figure to capture 2021, this is the figure for you. Overall, the sculpture is very beautiful. You can't go wrong with this figure. It looks like the perfected version of a legendary Godzilla done in a figure form. Props to Hiya for delivering a fantastic figure. I want to do a side-by-side comparison with their promotional images. You guys can see theirs looks a lot better with this side. Obviously, the paint job is rocking a more reddish with orange and black and yellow, where the final product is a letdown with that aspect of the paint job. Even on the dorsal plates, you can see it has a little bit of hints of orange, red, and that like black paint job on the tips, that's hardly to be found here. The great thing about this figure is it has a very affordable price. It has very great articulation. It's an upgraded version compared to the previous one, and overall, the details are incredible. Something else to note on this figure is the teeth are much sharper compared to the 2021 version. On that one, they were very sloppy, not sharp at all, and it kind of looked like clay, just all smushed up together. On this one, they look very perfect, very sharp, nicely done. And you guys can see, even though right here there's a lot of big improvements with the head section, there's more details compared to the 2021 version. Even on the top area, it looks incredible. Again, every single release from Godzilla moving onwards will be the upgraded version. Every single one of them will have the upgraded necks, the upgraded head section with more details, okay? So no longer are you going to have the previous issues that you got with the 2021 version. Another thing that is slightly different, but yet again a welcoming upgrade. It'd be hard to tell, but yes, even this section got redone. The dorsal plates are specifically done a little bit different. The dorsal plates here are more sharp, more defined. They have different details. It's not the same as the 2021 version. And I'll do a comparison, just a quick comparison towards the end of the video with other figures so you guys can really understand how much of an upgrade this figure is, how much differences you'll see compared to the previous one, and how the paint job compares to other figures. This is where the translucent material would have done wonders for this figure. Honestly, it could have helped a lot better with the paint job, and I do have a feeling that in the future we're going to see a translucent burning Godzilla, and that will be the definitive version to pick up over this one. The paint job could have been a lot better. The articulation has seen a significant improvement compared to the previous one. The details that have been added are a wonderful welcoming to this figure. Would not be disappointed with this figure. It's a really nice burning Godzilla for anybody who is looking for a great addition to their collection. Good articulation, very accurate indeed, and overall I give this figure a 7.8. Overall, the paint job was done very sloppy, and that's my only complaint with this, that there's no variety to give this figure that shine, that glow that it was missing. Everything else is perfect about this figure. That's my review. Stay tuned for the comparisons and other things towards the end of the video. This is RubiGamingx. I'm out. Don't forget to use my code from CodeKids. Support them and use the website and apply your code. You can get this figure for a lot cheaper, or any of the King of the Monsters and from Hiya figures in general.
destroying the city?
Long before you were born, kid. And did some terrible things, you see. They made Godzilla angry.
Terrible things?
Oh, you're too young to understand, boy. They made a huge fire, you see. They burned everything in existence.